There is a battle in the markets between the bulls and the bears. Who will prevail? Well, when I wrote that, it was, I don't know, 15 minutes ago, but now it seems like the bears are winning. So, hi everyone, and if you're new here, my name is Gabby Trades, and I do technical analysis on crypto and equities every day from Monday to Thursday. If that sounds good to you, like and subscribe, and if you're new here, say hi in the chat because we are a super friendly bunch. Legit is here today. Yay! You guys, it's fairly quiet in terms of news this week, so we won't be wasting any time on that, which means we can review any altcoin requests you have. Here we go. Yo. This is distracting me. I need to stop looking at this chat. Yeah, so let's review some of the altcoins today you have, and we'll be jumping now on the charts immediately and see what price action we can read today, what we can find out. Beautiful host check, sound check. Is the sound good? Harvey, welcome. Oh my God, is that your first stream? That's crazy. Now, guys, don't forget to get your free access to our private Discord community where we trade and share trading ideas every day of the week. Not just Monday to Thursday, every day. So you can find the link for that in the description box. And let's move on to the charts. Screen share. Sound is good? Okay. Good. Cult leader. Oh my God. You are just... Okay. That's fine. We're not a cult. Tell that to my mom. Oh, yeah, that's a beautiful picture. I was looking at my ex. Okay, what is happening right now? First, let me move so I can see the chat as usual. NASDAQ, what is happening with me? I can't speak today. NASDAQ bounced off last week's high. Okay, we're gonna check NASDAQ. Let's focus on Bitcoin first. You guys, so the thing is, right, we are in day 3 of this week. And we know what's happening, right? We've been trying to protect this bearish fair value gap. So that means if price is closing below it, we're going to see lower prices. And we have seen price on Monday try to fight it. Then we had a close below. Then we were looking for shorts. All good. Then we exited right here. Then today comes in, same thing. We're fighting. Last night we're fighting. Today we're fighting. And now it just seems like we're losing the fight. That doesn't mean that we're going to lose the fight because look at this doji candle here. With this price action right now, consolidation is really, really high. Diamond Eyes and Huddle. Everyone is here. All right, good. I'm happy to see that. So from here with this doji candle, you know, if we were in a higher time frame, if we get like a massive bearish candle, this is a huge bearish signal for me. Right now, it's still New York open. It's still New York open, about to come. So we're going to observe and see if we can catch any shorts because to me, that looks very, very bearish. I know we did we did the daily review this morning, right? Like we do every morning. And we said that we have this consolidation on a lower time frame. We're going to look at it right now. Now, there is a few reasons why I'm favoring a short. I said the first one is because we're not closing above this fair value gap, which is on a daily, higher time frame. All good. Secondly, we have swept the previous weekly high, so that's a good signal for short as well. Now, are we in a short zone up here, though? Not really. Right? We've been only trying to get a short off of this area here for a few days, and it's just being very, very annoying because it goes up and down. So what is that? That's actually something that I like to just avoid, right? I just like to avoid trading that choppy price action. Yes, for a scalp is good, but you know, a lot of the people in my Discord tell me, hey, Gabby, what can I do? I keep like, you know, my trades are... I enter in a good trade, I enter in a profit, and then I go back to break even. Even worse, I go back to like take a loss. And I'm like, well, then you need to evaluate where you are in a higher time frame, where you are on a mid time frame, and on a lower time frame. Because like we said yesterday, on a higher time frame, right? Like we're talking monthly, we're bullish, right? But when we look at the lower time frames, we can see that midterm, we're bearish right now. So, and then if you go on a lower tick wood high, so when we go even lower time frame, then things are changing. Okay, so we usually do that. Let's just go on by our rules, right? We look at a daily, we see where we're going, we're losing the daily level. It looks like it might be a short, right? We know where we are in terms of time. We're waiting for New York Open right now. We're trading at, I think, what is it right now? We have probably what is it, half an hour or something? Let's go on a 1 hour, see where we are. Yeah, we have half an hour, so we're gonna be live for that. All right, so the next step is obviously to go on the 4 hour and observe what price is doing. Oh, really? Well, that's interesting. Okay, so we have a 4 hour bullish fair value gap that we're now trying to respect. So this is just showing you that this move is in fact a massive consolidation that is just, you know, trapping people up and down. New York opened 30 minutes ago. Is it? Yeah. I don't know. I'm just like, no, New York opens not, it shouldn't be 30 minutes. Oh, maybe. Yeah. Sorry. The time change. Yes. Of course. You're right. I'm very bad with time changes. I need a little bit more time. So this is on the 4 hour, right? We're looking at this bullish fair value gap on the 4 hour, and we know that if we get a body close below it, then guess what? We're going back to take the low of this candle, which is sitting at 86.407, which is another zone that we need to be looking out for. This is the zone where, this is the zone where we took profits on the shorts from, what is that, Tuesday, I think it was. Okay, so then we evaluate a little bit further. Let's go on a lower time frame, see what's happening on a lower time frame. Then we end up on the 1 hour, and guess what? Well, there is not great news, because what do we see? We see that we're trying to beat on a higher time frame. There is a 4 hour bullish fair value gap here. We're trying to close within it, but hey ho, we have this liquidity down here, which is sitting at 86,310. So what is that telling you? That's telling you that this level at 86.400 is going to be tested. And there is going to be a candle or a wick that's going to close below here. So, all right, so that confirms the bearish bias for now. What else did we see? Oh, well, there you go. You have the Asia high here. It was taken, price consolidated, and then dropped and took immediately the Asia low. Okay, so Asia high, Asia low liquidity has been cleared. We're trading on a 1 hour time frame. We're seeing on the daily. We're protecting that level. So now we just found out that we're gonna go low and take. Let's delete that. We're gonna go lower and actually take this low over here. So this candle now is supposed to print bearish. So then after this indecision candle on Tuesday, we're gonna have a bearish candle, which is going to confirm to us that what happened? The bears won. Okay, the bears won, and because this happened, right, this might continue a little bit lower. For entries on this, let's have a look what we can find. Remove the indicators because it gets quite busy. So now let's see on the 30-minute. The problem with this move I have, though, is what I told you earlier. I didn't see a proper sweep here, right? So in case, let's say this candle up here was a bit higher, right? I'll be looking for shorts. But right now, it hasn't shown me that it's cleared any liquidity. So, which is the reason why I wasn't looking to enter, right? But you can see that if that was the case, potentially here would be the move. On this retracement right here. So that would have been actually the entry. Let's have a look. It almost reached it, but it hasn't. So there is a potential scenario when price is going to now retrace, retest the Asia high, right? And then drop down. So I prefer to be looking for something like that, a bit of a safer move right now, right? Because if you wanted to be short here, you should have been short from from as soon as this level was lost again, right? With this candle here on the 15 minute, right? But then I'm preparing the stream, so then I'm not here. But with this candle, I guess you could have entered, but it's still not a very good clean entry, to be honest, because it should have retraced with another, what is that, 99, another 20 points, right? Would have been the perfect entry. So let's just wait and see. Hi, Bullfred. And then we will potentially, probably will be able to catch something to take down this liquidity here. So this is how I know that price is bearish, right? To be honest, I didn't see this on a one hour time frame. If I saw this earlier, right? If I saw this earlier on a 1 hour time frame, this formation here, and I know that this is liquidity down here, I would have said, okay, all I need to do is wait for price to come back to that level and then short during New York Open. This would have been the perfect setup here if you're watching the charts, right? So yes, I keep telling you guys you need the indicators, but it's not just because they're mine and I'm selling them. It's just because if you had the indicators, you open the 1 hour, right? You open the 4 hour, you see the target, you open the 1 hour, the 30 minutes, and then you identify the liquidity. And once you've done that, and if you've evaluated where price is at the moment, and we've taken the Asia high, you know that this is favoring a short. So yeah, that's a pretty beautiful setup if you ask me. So from here on, it's either us watching price dropping down and taking that low, or maybe price giving us another go on here. Let's have a look. Unfortunately, there is no inverted fair value gaps that we can trade right now. That would have helped us, to be honest, if it was like an inverted fair value gap entry here, but it wasn't. It would have been probably here. If we had a nice fair value gap, then we wait for price to retrace to here and then we short. But most importantly, for anyone that is high cloud chaser, that's fine, Samir. You're never late. You're always on time. I keep telling you. So yeah, you guys, this is good. So if you're in a short right now, at least you know that this is the target, right? And if price starts retracing, don't worry about it, because you know that this is a very, very solid confirmation that we're going to take this low. It's not much, right? From here, what is it? 0.8%, but it's still something. It's confirmation. And from here on, all you need to worry about is the 86,407 level going to hold, which essentially now is a little bit lower, 86,300. Right? And for that, let's go on a higher time frame, see what we're looking at. So that would be essentially us taking the Tuesday low that was formed here. And we'll be trading within that 12-hour bullish fair value gap, right? So we know that if we wick that area, that's all good. It's still bullish, so there might be a retracement here. But if we have a body close below it, now we know that we need to take this low. Why do we need to take this low? Because this is the candle that formed the fair value gap. So if we don't get any reaction from the fair value gap here, right, we know that we're taking down this low. And what else do we have here? We have another area of interest at 85,441. It's pretty much that simple. I cannot tell you, you know, how simple it actually is. All right. Another thing I wanted to look at. Let's have a look at. Wanted to look at Ethereum, I think. Again, let's repeat real quick. I know it's the busy chart, you guys, but you're kind of used to it by now, I feel. On the 4 hour, we know very well that we have this double liquidity. So overall, we're still bullish, right? If someone is telling you, hey, we're going to go to, I don't know, 89,100. Oh, we didn't speak about the 89,100. Let's speak about the 89,100 before. No, let me finish this. So overall, we're bullish, right? Because we took the low here. Now we're chasing the liquidity at the high end. And we're seeing that as soon as we took that low here, let's remove some indicators so we don't get too confused. Soon as we took that low down here, which is liquidity on the 4 hour, now we are slowly grinding up to take this liquidity. Now, we're going to start the trading course somewhere in April. I haven't decided because there is going to be a lot of, crypto events that I need to attend, you guys. But I'm going to make sure that we have a good schedule. So at least we have 2 meetings per week where we're going to do the course together. But ultimately, what can I tell you? Well, I can tell you this, right? Price is now ranging. I know it looks very juicy to enter in a short right now, because why? We know that we have this liquidity down here. We evaluated that on on a 1 hour time frame. So, it's good for a scalp, right? But again, don't forget this move here, this is a consolidation move, right? So when I see consolidation like that, it's usually followed by a good move to the downside or to the upside. Now, before this move happens though, I want to see usually the highs of this range taken, right? So ideally from here, even if price comes down here and takes this low, I'm actually expecting for price to bounce back. Why would price do that? Well, price will do that because A, we're in a range, and B, I want to see the high of the range taken. We tap into our 89,100 level of resistance. So we clear the liquidity of the range, we tap into the 89,100, and then from here I'm looking for shorts to send it further down. Don't just send it down to take this liquidity, right? And then play about in the 12-hour fair value gap that we have here, and then send us again in some sort of nothingness. Because this is very possible, right? We come down, we take the liquidity, everything is good, but we wick, and we come back into the range. We come back into this range. So we come back into the range, then what happens then? Well, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Your short has been maybe for a few points and that's it. Hi, ED. So, it's not that I'm always looking for the big moves, but I can see a little bit better where the bigger moves are more likely to happen. Because for me, there is absolutely no difference between this level up here and this level down here, right? So, if I'm a bull, I'll be like, oh my God, price is reached down here. I'm going to be long. Okay, so then I'm long, and then what? Price reaches the other level and then it rejects. So we're basically consolidating right now. It's nothing that interests me in this price action. But if I see this low or this high swept, then I'll be like, okay, maybe something is happening right now. Yeah. Or another thing that we want to see is to get a body close below here, right? Below this 12-hour bullish fair value gap, because we know the next low is going to be down here, where we have another level of support at 85,448. Okay. Do you guys follow? I want to know. Let me know in the chat box. Kun, great, just answered all my questions. Kun is, by the way, paying a lot of attention to what I'm saying, and it seems to make sense to him. I don't know if it's because he has a little bit more experience of trading, or I just make sense to him. But I want to know if I make sense to you guys, everyone else, because this is very important. I want to know if I'm speaking a bit too fast, or if there is something you don't understand. Now is your chance. You're live here, so you can ask me questions live, because I'm looking at the chat all the time, as well as the chart. All right, so we're repeating real quick so it makes sense for everyone. One more time. We have this level up here, we have this level down here, and we're trading literally in between it. Bears are happy to short up here, bulls are happy to buy down here, and nobody is winning. All right, for now it seems that the bears are winning, but we're gonna see when they hit liquidity on the 1 hour time frame down here. Samir, it makes sense, but the course will enforce things and make clearer, no doubt for me. Yes. Sugar cookie, perfect sense. Very easy to understand. I'm glad to hear that, guys. And I'm open to feedback at any time, honestly. Yeah, honestly. I do not mind feedback. I have a very very difficult mom that gives me, the worst feedback on the planet for absolutely everything I do, wear, or whatever. So to me, it's second nature. You can do it, no problem. All right. Okay, moving on. So we're trading in between. Nobody's winning. Nobody's winning right now. We want to see what happens when price takes this low with priority right now. Why? Because on the 1 hour, this low is liquidity. So this low is a priority. We want to see if price is gonna close below the 12-hour bullish fair value gap. Why? Because if it does that, we know that the next target is going to be this low when we have another support at 85,441. All right. And now we've broken the range. We've broken the range to the downside. So is this an accumulation, manipulation to the downside, and then distribution up, right? Or is this a complete downtrend? This is what we need to look out for. But of course, 85,441 is a level that we need to watch very carefully, and 86,407 is a level that we need to watch. And as we speak right now, price is very determined to take the liquidity because all, the Wall Street guys are at their desk, at work, so might as well just get the job done, right? Get the job done. Take the liquidity and then see what happens. So while we speak, this is going to occur. So we're going to make some more decisions when this happens. Now, what else? Okay, let me read real quick. Diamond Eyes, you're doing great. Thank you. Tickwood, it makes sense. Just need to hammer it a few more times, then it will be sick. And Hodl, I'm really new to trading. Definitely makes sense. You're doing a great job explaining. Course will be awesome. Jet is late. I don't know why everyone apologizes. You guys are welcome at any time. All right. Here we're doing real price action analysis. And this is what I want to teach you, how to read the charts, right? Because mechanical trading is mechanical trading, but opening a chart and knowing where you stand within that chart is where it's going to get you to your goals. Remember that. All right. I kind of for satisfaction, I want to see that low taken right now. But yeah, well done, Bears. Well done, Bears. You managed to go back to 86.5. That's lovely to see. Now let's have a look if that's going to be just a wick, and then you trash it. You trash our dreams, and then you bring us back into the range, because that would be very, very unfortunate. Not that I'm a perma bear. I'm not a perma bear. I trade price action. I don't care if price goes up and down. Hi, Patricia. No problem. So the good thing about what we're doing right now is we're preparing, and we're going to do the course when the course is going to be in a bull market, and we're going to be ready for when the bear market comes. And guess what? When the bear market comes, we're not going to panic. And why is that? Because we know how to trade up and down, right? You guys have seen me on Discord. I don't care, right? In a day, I can put, if I want, as many trades I need to, up or down. I am not married to any bias whatsoever, because you shouldn't be. This is not how these markets work, especially now that we have the institution involved. It's absolutely no way. Okay. Great stuff. So, all right. So we're trading below the fair value gap here. This is the candle responsible for it. So now we know that we need to see the low of that candle. And if you're only trading fair value gaps, you'd be like, okay, I'm aiming for this low. But no, we trade more than that. We trade liquidity. So we know that this low is going as well. Actually, this is the main target. All right, you guys. Before I move on, it's been 24 minutes me yapping here. Let's see this retracement, for example. Now, it's just like if you're trading like on the 1 minute or on the 30-second time frame, you can catch a real good trade. All right, so let me see any. I joined Toro, not bluffing. Can I challenge with Toro? Yes, of course you can. Of course you can. Of course you can, Samir, but you need to understand how MetaTrader platform works. I don't know if you guys have experience with that. This is my worry, right? I should probably maybe include it in the course to teach you about MetaTrader, because these These ones are very old school platform that we use for forex and equities. And I'm aware that a lot of the crypto people are not familiar with these platforms, unfortunately. But let me know if you want to use Toro. You can use Toro. That's absolutely no problem. Toro are great friends of mine. Excellent. So I just sent my Toro ID. I'm assuming you send it on Discord. I'll have a look after we finish the stream. Now, guys, do me a favor and put your requests for any altcoins that you want me to look, please. MT4 in the course. Okay, cool. I'll do that. So please put any altcoins that you guys are looking at. Taspinball is looking at rare. FET. Okay, let's one by one. We start with rare. I need to find it. I'm pretty sure. Did I have rare? No. Rare USDT Binance perps. Rare. And you know what's good? We start on a weekly time frame. For my liking, I'd prefer if the indicators would load a little bit faster. Okay, I don't see anything here on the weekly besides that we're trading in a buy zone right now. I'm sorry, which actually, let's have a look. OB time frame 1 week. Where is it? Where is the order block? Am I dumb? I don't see it. Do you guys see it? That should be on the weekly. Oh, we're on a daily. Sorry. Yeah. I see it now. I see it. Okay, it's this one. All right. Here, righty. Let's go on the 4 hour. Remove the order blocks and breaker blocks. Okay, so this was a clear liquidity and price just completely dropped to take it. Evaluating from here, most importantly, do we see any more liquidity to the upside? Not really. So the easiest thing we can do is to evaluate where are we standing right now. And it seems that right now we're trading in this leg. This price leg down here. So there is not much I'm going to expect from this coin, because on a weekly time frame we are bearish, very bearish, right? We've broken structure down here. So if we have to have a look like on a higher time frame perspective, this is the price leg that we're trading, right? And this price leg is very bearish. Why is this price leg bearish? We're going to teach that in the course. It's very, very simple, you guys. Don't stress out. If you have a bearish leg like that, you know that price needs to do needs to go lower. So basically, when you have a coin that retraces to the 0.5 of the price leg and rejects, you're looking for a new low. So bad news for this coin. It needs to take this low. Whether that's going to be when the low is taken, and by the way, that matches our bias for Bitcoin and the altcoins, because we know there needs to be another leg down. And that's why I'm not interested in the altcoins right now until we sweep the low. So yeah, it's very clear to me that this is a bearish leg rejecting precisely from the 0.5 as per our price and discount strategy. So now we're looking to make another low. That's it. So if you are in any trades, I mean, you have to be very careful, because there will be another low, and from then on we have to look for something else, right? I think that's enough for this coin. We're knowing that we're bearish. There is not much I'm interested in, because this retrace was simple retrace to the 0.5 to bring it back down. So that's what it's doing right now. All right, moving on. FET. I feel bad to tell you guys the truth about the coins, but it is what it is. You have to know it. You have to know it. FET. Starting on a weekly. Well, Fed is, you know, actually, I need to clean these charts. Why am I not cleaning them? La 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 la. Okay, a bit of cleanup. All right, so Fed still has a chance. Why is that? Because we're trading in a bullish leg. Now, unfortunately, we've retraced below the 0.5, which means that this is not anymore a very, very bullish leg, because a bullish leg will only retrace a very bullish leg, not every, would only retrace to the 0.5 and then look for new highs. But this is not what we're seeing here. So what are we seeing here? Well, price retraced to where the 0.236. So now this means we're creating a range. Okay. Well, if that's the case, well, then what happened? Well, we've traveled to the 0.5 and then we drop down to the 0.236. What is that telling me? Well, that's telling me that something is wrong. Why? Because usually, if we reject from the 0.236 and we have to go all the way to the 0.786 and then drop again to the 0.236 and then play that range forever. Now, this is not a good sign. Why? Because we have the leg, we went down, okay, now this is calling for a ranging structure, but we reject at the 0.5. And then what happens? We drop down and we take that low. So now, essentially, this is the leg that we're trading. And what's that leg? It's a bearish leg. So what is that telling me? Oh, well, that's telling me that from here, I'm looking to take the low. I'm looking to take the low. But before that, I need to have another look at that leg. So I'll draw my tool again right here and I'll see the 0.5, right? So are we going to get a relief to the $1.3 and then make another leg down, or are we just continuing to find the low of that price leg, which might be here, right? This is all potential scenarios. So basically, not to complicate it for you guys, this coin needs to take that low, right? It needs to take that low, and look at that. It's very interesting actually, because the buy zone is just a few points. How many percentages is that till the buy zone? 4%. 4%. So that means that, you know, we might just drop. Oh, why did I move this again? We might just drop and take that low, right? We might just drop, take that low, and then start bulling. And this would also match with our Bitcoin bias, right? Because what we want to see for Bitcoin is we want to see another low to the 70 to 75K area. This is our dream come true if that happens, because then all the altcoins will align, everything will go in their perfect buy zone, and then we can start looking for higher price. But then how high can we go on Fed? Well, how high can we go on Fed? Well, if we're lucky, we can get to $2.7 and that's it, right? We're not looking for anything more than that. We're not looking for anything more than that. Okay, next one was a Hyperliquid. We have perps on that on Bluffin, of course. Bluffin has everything. By the way, you guys, if you want to register for the trading challenge, you know what to do. You just have to register under my Bluffin link, join Discord, and you will find everything. Hyperliquid has been very disappointing. Very disappointing. I bought this altcoin. It pumped like 5x, and now it's just like so down. I'm like so pissed off. Okay. Hyperliquid, nothing on a daily. Actually, no, wait. We need to wait for the indicators to load. Oh, well, they're loading. Nothing on the daily besides a massive sell zone up here on Hyperliquid. You guys, oh God, these altcoins are just terrible right now. Absolutely terrible. Hyperliquid, bearish legs. Oh my Lord. It's just absolutely nothing that interests me right now. I don't even know if that's the bottom, you know, because we don't have any price to base our analysis on. So we have to only trade lower time frame for this. But again, yeah. Okay, so all right, right now we're trying to protect this 12-hour bullish fair value gap. Let's see what the bias is on the 4-hour. Sweep signals. Okay, so basically what's telling us right now is we're protecting this fair value gap. We just swept liquidity. We just swept liquidity here, right? So if we close bullish now, potentially there is going to be a good reaction. If we close bearish, we're looking to take these two lows and retest this 4-hour bullish fair value gap, right? And unfortunately, the support is all the way down here at the very, very end, which we don't even know if it's going to hold. Okay, hyper liquids. Teddy wants us to look at virtuals. Where's the perps for that? Anyone sees the perps for that? Okay, well, I guess there is no perps. Oh, I actually have virtuals in my list. Starting on a weekly as usual. Guys, of course, please like the video if you haven't already. Thank you, Legit. I always forget to say that. Legit knows. Oh, that's a very interesting chart. Very interesting chart. Okay, well, good news is we're still in a bullish leg. We haven't broken the bullish leg, right? So we're gonna draw this leg. Let's draw this leg. The higher the time frame, the easier to draw. Here. We go on a weekly. We go on the weekly. It's still a bullish leg, so that's good news. It's still on a bullish leg. We have absolutely nothing much to go off of down here. We have to wait all the way to 0.0286 if we're gonna wait for an order block. But there is actually if price comes down here, this could act as a breaker block actually. So this could be interesting as well. So potentially holding the 0.1304, I'll be looking at that. For now, we're fighting to protect this price action here. This is a weekly bullish fair value gap that we're trying to close above, which means bulls are protecting these zones right now. And if we lose that zone, actually see, we already taken the low, so there's nothing much we can look out for here. It's either going to be a drop down to potentially, what are we looking at? Our zone down here. We can identify that on the lower time frame, but I'm really seeing something around 0.12789. You know. Okay, let's have a look now on a lower time frame. Let's go on a daily and see for Teddy, for AG, sorry. Let's remove that. Actually, no, let's keep it open. All right, so on a daily time frame, it seems like exactly what we said. This zone here, this breaker block here, right? There is a protection zone here, and we've identified it now with precision. So that is at 0.12933. We'll be looking at that. So that's for virtuals. Sui. Oh, it's so hard to look at all these altcoins. It's so nice for me to have a break from the altcoins until we get to our zone. Well, yeah, basically Sui, long before I was hoping for price to come up here so I can short from here, right? This was my hope. And now this is sort of like the buy zone that I'm looking for Sui, and we can see that price is acting as per plan, even for Sui, right? This is the low that Bitcoin created at around, what is it, around 80K. And now we're, you know, traveling up just like we were expecting. So I don't know. I'm thinking that it's aligning with our bias perfectly, because if Bitcoin drops to 75K, I think Sui is going to tap me in my long, which is just below that low, which is around 1.8333. Now, this is not exact precision, but I think I was looking at this price action over here, and that's how I was able to identify this. Or yeah, I wasn't really looking at the 50% of the buy zone, which is the order block on a weekly, but a little bit below it. So that makes me think that I've looked at the chart before and I've evaluated the move a little bit more. So that's for Sui. I'm waiting for another leg down. I'm not trading it up. I'm not interested. I want price to drop to my levels, and then I want to long everything or short everything, depending on what we do. But for now, it's going to be interesting if Bitcoin and everything goes up and Sui goes to the 0.5, which is at $2.92, and then we drop, we get tagged, and we send it. We absolutely send it. Does that make sense? Okay. All right, you guys, we've done 40 minutes now, and I'm really sorry that I couldn't get all your requests, but for that, you can jump on Discord, and I will review them on Discord, right? It's free. The link is in the description box. Don't make fun of me. And you can join over there where not only me, the rest of the community can help you look at the charts. All right, you guys, many thanks. Much love, and I will see you guys in the next one.